This morning at approximately 3:14, officers were dispatched to 2813 Madison Northeast in reference to a call that was received from a female. Female informed 911 emergency operators that she was being held against her will inside the residence here on Madison. She said that there was a subject inside the house who was armed with what has been described as with either a long-barreled handgun or a possible sawed-off rifle. During the course of the next about 35 to 40 minutes, officers were dispatched, including officers from the Albuquerque Police Department K-9 unit. They set up a perimeter. They had actually initiated a SWAT activation, so we're in the process of getting SWAT officers to respond, as well as additional resources. Officers had set up a perimeter because of the fact that we knew we had at least one, if not two people, being held against their will inside the house. During that time, a male subject did come out of the house to the outside, went back inside. This happened several different times as officers were still waiting to get more information, still waiting for additional units to arrive to assist in the situation. At one point in time, the male subject exited the house. He was challenged by a member of the Albuquerque Police Department. He was told to come out to let the officers see his hands. He had something, an object, which is still unknown at this time until we get inside the house to do a warrant, in his hand. As he turned to go back inside the house, due to the fact that we did have people still in the house being held against their will, an officer did fire his department-issued rifle one time, striking the subject one time. The subject has been declared deceased here at the scene by Albuquerque Fire Department, who was on the scene again within minutes and attempted to render aid. Throughout this morning, we've been trying to gather more information as we continue to wait for a warrant for us to get in the house and do further examination. Additional information has revealed that neighbors did hear shots being fired from this house earlier, prior to our arrival. At this point in time, has not been confirmed. We are receiving some of the same information from occupants that were inside the house that the subject did fire some type of weapon out of the front door. Again, that was prior to officers being on scene. According to witnesses, and again this is non-confirmed, the subject involved is a male, Hispanic male, early 20s. Has been described to have mental health issues by people who know him. Again, that has not been confirmed yet either at this point in time. So we will be out here throughout the day. Actually, we'll be out here until later this evening because this did happen during dark hours. What we're going to do is we're going to do our processing of the scene. We will hold it, and then we want to be able to come back tonight when it gets dark so we can recreate the exact same lighting conditions that the officers are having to deal with. The officer involved in this incident is an officer assigned to the Albuquerque Police Department K-9 unit. He was working. He did respond because a part of his duties as a K-9 officer is to assist in tactical situations, which is what this situation had been ramped up to. He was equipped with both lethal and less lethal force at the time of this incident. But again, based on facts known of the officer at the time, the 911 call about at least one, if not more, people being held against their will inside the house, and the fact that this house has some very unique design challenges. We don't believe the house actually has a back door. So evacuating those people out of back door also was a challenge. We continue to do the investigation. This is a multi-jurisdictional response, as we always do. In an officer-involved shooting, the district attorney has been on scene, as well as the Office of Medical Examiner, and hopefully we'll have some more answers later this afternoon, actually after we get a chance to get inside the residence and execute that search warrant.